Get 3, 2, 1, go.
Look at
Hey everyone, welcome back, and let's just get straight into it because this video, what I'm just seeing and what I'm hearing just has genuinely pissed me off so much to the point that I'm just livid. I just immediately hit record. Now, before we get into it, I'll play for you a TikTok that describes everything, but I just want you all to know this woman is filled with. This woman deserves to lose her job. She works with she's in Payne County. Her name is Susan C. Worthington. Let me just play the fucking TikTok.
I need you to stop and listen to this story because this predator's face needs to be everywhere. Now, these are his charges, and this story is going to fill you with a kind of anger and rage that you...
Also, before we go ahead and watch the video, I'm just going to say, viewer discretion is advised. There's mentions of SA, violence in this video, and if that's not for you, please, I advise that you click it off. Also, if you are one who stands against injustice, please, 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 for the love of God. I'm nowhere close to this county, wherever the fuck this woman's from. I think okay, it's Oklahoma, if I'm not wrong. Man, this fuck.
probably haven't felt in a long time. His name is Jesse Mack Butler, and he's 18, a high school athlete from Stillwater, Oklahoma, which is the same town where Oklahoma State University is. His dad, Mack Butler, is OSU's former director of football operations, and his mom, maybe even his sister, still work at OSU, and that'll matter in a second. Oh, and by the way, make sure to hit that follow button. So, when Jesse was 17, he was charged as an adult, facing 78 years in prison for SA in horrific assaults that left at least one girl hospitalized. One victim said that she told him no, and he choked her until she blacked out. Doctors say 30 more seconds and she would have been dead. When she came to, he did it again because he wanted to record it on his phone. So, he pled guilty, admitting what he did, and he was set to spend decades behind bars. But then, Judge Susan Worthington comes along, a woman with deep ties to OSU and its athletic community. She stepped in and reclassified him as a youthful offender, and that single move wiped out the entire adult conviction and the 78-year sentence that came along with it. From there, he changed his plea to no contest, which still means he admitted to what he did, and the court found a factual basis for every charge. But how long did he get? Well, it certainly wasn't 78 years. He got 150 hours of community service. Along with it came a curfew, counseling, and supervision by the Office of Juvenile Affairs until his 19th birthday, which is less than a year away. After that, the state's jurisdiction ends, and his record gets expunged, no SO list. His psychological evaluation and rehabilitation plan are sealed so the public can't even see why the court thought he deserved to walk free. And according to people close to the case, he's still messaging girls, asking if they're single, asking to hook up, while he is still enrolled, at least virtually, at Stillwater High School. Meanwhile, his victims live with the trauma the court can't erase. This is what happens when power protects privilege. Someone can admit everything, face nearly 8 decades, and walk out with community service all because of who he's connected to and a plea deal. If that doesn't make you furious or beyond furious, it should, because this isn't justice, it is permission. He will offend again, probably next year at college where he has alcohol to help ply his victims. So here's my call to action. Share this story. Share his face. Let every woman in that community, every girl on campus know exactly who he is. And if you want to help stop this from happening again, there's a petition in my bio. Sign it, share it, and speak up. Because until we fix this system, there will always be another Jesse Mack Butler walking free while his victims pay the price. As always, drop your thoughts in the comments on how this makes you feel. And of course, make sure to hit that follow button.
Thank you. This video came from Just in the Nick of Crime. Thank you for your breakdown. Man, when I was scrolling through Instagram and on my lunch, and oh my God, if this doesn't tell you that the justice system down in the States is filled with privilege, and it doesn't matter whether the color is white or the color is green, something wrong here happened. Someone needs to investigate this judge. Let's go over the list of crimes that he was charged with for a second here. So ignore Justin's face in the bottom. He was caught on 10 counts. First count, attempted rape in the first degree. The second count, rape by instrumentation. The third degree was sexual battery. Fourth was forcible oral sodomy. Fifth was attempted rape in the first degree by rape by instrumentation. Domestic assault and battery by strangulation twice, by instrumentation again, domestic assault and battery. And he pleaded no contest. They found the video on his phone. He did it again to record it on his phone. And still, nothing comes of this. Nothing comes of this. Because of who? Our gal, Susan. Not even our gal. This bitch, Susan C. Worthington is her name. Now, when I first heard this story, my first thought was, and I haven't even researched it, but please, I hope the people in this town are revolting. I hope they're standing up. I hope they're saying something. Because keep in mind, this was going on, so according to my sources, this was going on for 9 months, from 2024 to 2025. Butler, at 17, struck one of the victims of cautious, causing near death. She required surgery to fix her injuries to her neck. As you heard it yourself, 30 more seconds and she would have been dead. And he walks free. Like nothing even fucking happened. And what is this? He pleaded guilty with no contest to August 2025 with a potential 78 to 80 year sentence. And it was changed to 150 hours of community service and 1 year of probation. So 1 year for me making this video, this man will just go back to living his life like nothing ever fucking happened. When we have victims out here dealing with this trauma for the rest of their lives. I'll say that again. For the rest of their lives. And he gets to walk free in 1 year. If this is not bullshit, if this is not tyranny, if this is not corruption, I do not know what the fuck is. She granted him as a youthful offender. They have to be related in some way, shape, or form. And it gets even worse because look at what this goof wore to court in his fucking glasses. Look at him. No fucks given. He assaulted 2 women and strangled them to the point of unconsciousness and recorded the evidence himself. And still nothing happened. Nothing at all. So this is his father. His father was the former, I don't know if this is current or this is former, but his father was the director of football operations at the same school that he went to. I don't know who this is. I hope it's not. I think it's his mother. I think this is his mother, if I'm not wrong, but she works in the same place that he's committing these crimes at. You see, for me, when I hear something like this, and I pray to God that this does not go unheard. I pray that this does not get ignored. I pray that something is done. This is when we need, who's the higher up? Like, let me know, if there's a higher, in the United States, if there's a higher up above the judge, please put it down in the comments before and let me know. We need to find this Williams higher up and put her under investigation. Because what the hell am I looking at? Let me show you, right? This man gets to walk free when this is the state of one of his victims. They've been redacted, we didn't know their names. This is how this dude showed up to court. This motherfucker. Like, this genuinely made me so mad. These are 2 young girls that we're talking about, people. These are 2 young women who are going through this, and this, who has a gets to walk free. Thing is fucking insane. Honestly, I'm just going to say right now, I don't care if it was me, and my daughter or my sister went through something like this, I'll be the one in jail. He wouldn't end up in jail if it was up to me. The same way if it was up to the judge and the prosecution, he didn't end up in jail. If it wasn't me, I'd be the one in fucking jail. No. This did make it onto the news, and let's hear what they had to say.
If this don't set you on fire, I guarantee your wood's wet, because it makes you upset. Anybody that listens to this is going to be absolutely upset. And you start into how did this happen? How do we stop this? But here's the problem.
No. Remember how I said he was only on probation for 1 year? Everything that we're seeing on the screen, 1 year from this video being uploaded, won't even apply to him anymore. So he can just go back on social media. He can avoid his curfew. When you play counseling, what's this fucking gonna do for this person? Daily check-ins? And 1 year from now, it won't even matter. Keep in mind, 1 year from now, he's 18 right now. He's 17, 18, if I'm not wrong. 1 year from now, this boy will be in college. And when he's in college, he'll have access to alcohol to do this exact thing. I've met people in my time in college. I did meet people who were fucking weird. I did meet people who I had to look outside with. I did meet people who I had to go up to my friends and be like, I'm not leaving you alone with him. And this is one of them. Thank God I'd never met someone who was this fucking extreme, but this is one of them. What the fuck is this?
What do you do when the courts don't follow the rules that's already set? Because they're the ones who set this. They filed charges on him. They set him as an adult. That didn't just happen. They had to have a hearing to adjudicate him to an adult. So how in the world did this judge come back and rule that, no, we're going to place him under a Youthful Offender Act and make it to where this sexual predator, this person convicted of all these sexual crimes, no longer has to do any of the things that require time, that require check-in and to register as a sex offender, turn him back out on the street without any kind of oversight over him. That's, again, if that don't fire you up, there's something wrong.
Also, another thing, right now, I can guarantee, right, he's been told no social media. How many of us in our younger years were told no social media and we were still on social media? Right now, at the time of this recording, you have digital ID verifications and so, like online verifications going on in halfway across the world. These things don't happen here. I can get fucking banned and I just make a new account and just don't post pictures of yourself. Just make a brand new account. Nothing is stopping you. This boy is under no supervision to keep him away from social media. I can bet you that. At least if he will spend 10 years in jail, I would at least be somewhat happy. But this is fucking ridiculous. I agree with you, sir. Hey, he's sir.
Well, it's fired us up. We're now, I think, on our second or third night of coverage on this story. We want to see if there's going to be a change, some resolution, some recourse for these moms and their daughters who have suffered through this. But I keep coming back to how it happened. Sir, do you think that the courts are corrupt? Is that how you think?
Yes.
Appeal was maneuvered?
Oh, absolutely. We're working on grand juries right there. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think we're going to see more cases like this. I think we're going to see, I'm working on a case that may be as shocking as this. We're trying to get the Payne County grand jury because of this kind of action. And so, yes, I mean, absolutely, there's a lot of problems. We're meeting with, great resistance from their court and from our Oklahoma government. I mean, we're meeting with great resistance on trying to get that grand jury and hold these people accountable. So again, until they're held accountable, the laws are there, but what do you do when they don't follow their own rules, when they don't follow justice? They took an oath to justice. Does this sound like justice? And again, here's what I'm saying. Shouldn't we investigate? Should we not investigate? Was there political favor done here? Was this done as a result because of positions the father has or because people knew each other? I would think that it would warrant investigation. And again, it's all allegations. We don't know what happened until we go in and investigate it. But
These were allegations. He choked her out again so that he could record it on his phone. He pleaded no contest. He showed up to court in fucking pit vipers.
Golly, I'm mad as all get out, and we're trying to have other things there in that same county investigated. I mean, very, very corrupt things going on in this county and really across the state. There's all kinds of things. And guess what? We're having to fight our own Oklahoma government. This is red Oklahoma, and yet we're having to fight them, and we're having to fight the court system just to try to get things like rape and these type of cases investigated.
Well, I love the fact that you and Democrats, you said it's red Oklahoma, but Republicans and Democrats come together on this issue. I'm just hoping that you can actually force the hand and get this investigation kicked in, maybe a grand jury to look into it deeper. But short of that, sir, do you see any kind of federal path for these families with the facts and the affidavits that you've read? Have you seen anything that might actually give them some sort of standing in the federal courts?
I think that you could get to pass possibly to go to federal court. One, if we can get a grand jury and we can establish enough that there's no way that we get a fair hearing in Oklahoma, we could establish a federal grand jury and we can include this case. Now, I don't think you're going to get a reversal on the case, but you can look into, did the judges act right? Was there favoritism? Those kind of things. And again, if the family could prove favoritism or corruption in the court, that would be a cause to get that maybe into federal court. There's two vehicles possibly to get that done. It's going to be extremely hard once you get a ruling, very hard to get the court to change that ruling. And again, what you're going to do is this case put off, and they're going to try to outweight you and everybody forget and move on and go to some other newsworthy story. And again, we have case after case in just this county alone of these kind of incidents, not only rape, but arresting people who are turning in sexual abuse or abuse on their children, and they arrested them and put them in jail. So again, it's not just covering up rape, but it is going after people who come in and report these kind of abuses. So it's out of control. This is a big deal, and this is a big story. And if you look at what's going on and you put this rape case up beside grandmas and dads getting arrested for turning in abuse, that's when the community really is outraged. You want to get outrageous, start looking into everything and put it all in perspective, and you will get fired up. There is a lot of corruption going on in this community.
Outrageous is an understatement. This is fucking ridiculous. This is embarrassing. This is the most retarded shit I've ever fucking heard. How do you record yourself committing a crime and still fucking get away with it? Whatever color the privilege was, whether it was white or green, let me know what you think down in the comments below. But dude, the older I get, the more I begin to realize in this world, it's like, it isn't, like, I'm starting to think that it's not even about the hard work that you put in. It's more about how much money you have and who you know. That's how you make it in this fucking world. Like, sometimes this is fucking insane, man. This needs to go to federal court. Like, we need someone higher up to deal with this, and someone to investigate the judge as well, because this is fucking ridiculous. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This just pissed me the fuck off. My next video, I think, will be a video about how the UK is being run like a boarding school. So please stay tuned. Until then, you take care of yourself. Let me like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel if you've been enjoying it. We're slowly starting to pick up traction. But until then, peace.